Welcome to another edition of Time About the Movies, where today we're taking a look at the films of June 7th, 2002. And we only got two movies to look at today, but a couple notable ones. So let's go ahead and start off with the biggest new release of the two, and that is the ensemble dramedy Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
Critics are going gaga over Ya-Ya. From the Academy Award-winning writer of Thelma and Louise, Ya-Ya's is a stunning achievement. Profoundly moving and sharply comedic. A gloriously human film that both women and men alike should find genuinely divine. Ya-Ya. With laughter, loyalty, and love, you'll want to join the Ya-Ya Sisterhood. Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
So you have Sandra Bullock as a famous New York City playwright, Cida Lee Walker, who is quoted in Time magazine and infuriates her dramatic Southern mother, and a long-distance fight wages until her mother's friends and the members of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood kidnap Cida Lee and take her home, in quotes, to the South, where they hope to explain her mother's history and to patch up the rift between mother and daughter. In addition to Sandra Bullock, you see Ellen Burstyn in the cast, as well as Ashley Judd, James Garner, Maggie Smith, Finola Flanagan, Shirley Knight. A notable cast in this movie: Cherry Jones, David Raish. Like I said, a good cast in particular. The movie is fine, I guess. There's nothing really that bad about it. It's not as good as I think they wanted it to be. I think they wanted this to be kind of like the new First Wives Club, or the new Thelma and Louise, because they had the writer of Thelma and Louise, Callie Curry, who wrote and directed the film. But, I don't know. As good as the cast is in this movie, and as good as they do the best they can with the material given to them, the film itself is just okay. There's nothing about it that's bad, per se, but there's nothing about it that's really that good. It's a movie that's specifically tailored for that older female audience. I mean, movies like the people who would like The Book Club, like those type of movies, 80 for Brady, like the movies that kind of insult their intelligence nowadays. But a movie like this, I wish more movies like that were like this movie. I mean, this is a film that, it's fine for what it is. It's not doing anything offensively bad or anything. Sometimes the comedy can work. Sometimes the drama can work. Other times the comedy doesn't work too well. Other times the drama can be very melodramatic and mediocre at times. But like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's just one that I feel like is specifically tailored for one single group of audience, and that is the older female market. I mean, I think maybe younger kids and their mothers and daughters can actually get into it, but I don't know. To me, this is one of those ones that feels like it's trying to go specifically for the older female audience rather than a general public audience in particular. But that's just my personal take on it. Like I said, not a bad movie by any means, but certainly not one that I would say is a recommended watch every time. I mean, for a one-time watch, I think it's fine, but other than that, though, it's just passable. So, see it once, you feel good about yourself afterwards, so not much more to say about that one, so let's go ahead and move on to the second film, the last one we have here, and that is Anthony Hopkins and Chris Rock, a combination we have clearly been waiting for in Joel Schumacher's Bad Company.
And the only operative who can help me has been murdered, which leaves us with only one option.
My twin brother was CIA?
We need you to stand in for him.
So when do we start?
Now.
From producer Jerry Bruckheimer,
Rise and shine, Mr. Hayes.
and director Joel Schumacher. Hopkins,
Don't shoot the bomb!
Rock,
Don't shoot me either!
Bad Company, rated PG-13.
Give me a towel.
Starts Friday, June 7th.
Yeah, you want to know how bad this movie is? The beginning there clearly is not Anthony Hopkins. That's clearly Tom Kane. Now, Tom Kane is the guy that you know is the voice of Professor Utonium. He's done a lot of Star Wars work as well. If you know his voice, then you know clearly that that's him in the beginning of this commercial, and not Anthony Hopkins. Like, they couldn't get Anthony Hopkins to come back for this, so they had to get some ADR from somebody. So they said, "Hey Tom, Anthony Hopkins wouldn't come back. Can you do your best Anthony Hopkins impersonation? When do I come in?" Just like, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this trailer again. It's just like, that's not Anthony Hopkins. But there's a lot of things about this movie we need to delve into here. We'll start with the plot. It's basically an Ivy League educated CIA agent is killed during an operation, so the secret agent recruits his twin brother, played by Chris Rock. And like I said, it's the combination we've all been waiting for: Hannibal Lecter and Chris Rock. Sure, there's going to be a blockbuster there, and maybe it would be if it had a better script. But here's the funny thing I found out about this. This is actually based off of a script for a canceled sequel to Blue Streak. the Martin Lawrence movie. So it would have been Martin Lawrence and Anthony Hopkins working together, which, I don't know, the more I think about it, probably would have worked, but this one is also notoriously known for being the film that's famously connected to the September 11th attacks, because it was the last major production to film inside the World Trade Center. The film's plot was written years before the attacks, including a variety of Serbo-Balkan extremists, including a man from Afghanistan, planning a huge attack in New York City. And of course, this was originally intended for a 2001 release, but got pushed back because, obviously, of the events of September 11th. So they put it into the summer. And here we are now with a film that probably had a lot of potential to it. Probably could have worked if there was a better script. But yeah, this is nothing that exciting or that interesting. And it doesn't even know it's promoting itself as an action comedy, but they're not doing a very good job of showing off the chemistry between Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins like you would with Mel Gibson or Danny Glover or Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Like the combination here, I don't think works very well. I feel like this is just something that Disney clearly wanted to have their own Lethal Weapon. So let's get an Academy Award winner in Anthony Hopkins, and let's get one of the top comedians in Chris Rock, and have them work together in a movie. And the end result here is just a movie that's not that great per se, and really from that PG-13 rating alone, that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back from the get-go. Especially when they try to add that scene in the end, like, there's a chance you might get to see some boobs, and it's just like, no, it's PG-13. This isn't the 1980s, this isn't the 1980s PG-13. So yeah, like this, it didn't work for me. It's a movie that I thought it just didn't have enough there to really get it going. A script that was pretty bad, action sequences that really aren't that clever or interesting, and that chemistry between Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins just isn't there. These are two guys that could work together well if there was a movie that had a good script to it that could put them together in it, but instead, it's a film that's just kind of like, it's just trying to be the next Lethal Weapon and failing miserably at it too. There's not really a whole lot more I can say about this movie in particular. The best I could probably say is hey, if you want to see Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as a stoner in here, that's probably the only thing I can give you. But he actually does have an uncredited cameo in this, as does Shea Wiggum, who you recently heard in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse as Gwen Stacy's father, who also has an uncredited scene here. Michael Ealy's in it too. So is Irma P. Hall. So is Kerry Washington. So is John Slattery. So I guess there's that. But other than that, I can't really recommend this movie. It's just not an enjoyable film at all. And it's a shame because there was promise there, but bad script, not a good direction overall, and just bad timing altogether. Bad company. It's certainly wasn't bad company around that time, I'll say that. And so on that note, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies, and when we meet next time, we'll take a look at 3 more movies, including Raja Gosnell's Scooby-Doo, which certainly has its own interesting history behind it. We'll delve into that. We'll also delve into the first movie with Jason Bourne in it, Matt Damon in The Bourne Identity. We'll take a look at that. We'll also take a look at Nicolas Cage and John Woo's Wind Talkers. 3 films to look at next time. We'll delve into all those next time on the next episode. So until then, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the plays on the next page. Check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on this channel. So with that said, I'm off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.